Perhaps they wanted the Undying for themselves, but
Radiant team pick.
well, they're going to the Dazzle. We did see a core Dazzle being run before. It wasn't very effective though. But Adroit is a completely different team. We'll see how they pull it off. It could also still be a support Dazzle. It still does fit the bill. But most of the time these days you do see the core Dazzle popping up if it is going to be any sort of
10
Dazzle.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, 5 seconds left for Neon.
Dire team pick.
What's it going to be? They'll go into the Naga Siren. This is the second time we're seeing this today. It does seem to be somewhat out of meta in this patch. Neon Esports don't think so. They will just go into it and see how they run it, I suppose. It just seems like it doesn't come out online fast enough. And by the time it
10
is,
seconds remaining.
it doesn't really get much done.
5 seconds remaining.
Adroit, 45 seconds for them left. Gonna let it tick down as well. They haven't really got a counter towards the Naga, to be fair.
Radiant team back.
It will go into the Leshrac pick, fair enough. So the Pulse Nova will be able to take care of those illusions from the Naga Siren. Of course, the Naga, who does kind of rely on being close up to get any sort of damage out, is not going to enjoy being up against that Leshrac, who does love you being
Dire
close to him.
team ban.
They'll ban out the Sand King now for the side of Neon Esports. And Adroit, one more ban for them before we get to see how these drafts are finished off.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Again,
Dire
neither
team
side
pick.
really not using their time. Storm Spirit will be there as the final ban, and now Adroit. How do you finish this off? Is it a support Dazzle? Is it a core Dazzle? Should be revealed to us now. Of course, you can run the support Leshrac as well. It doesn't necessarily need to be a core.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team picked.
And the Pudge will come out. Fair enough. So now we have absolutely no clue what's going on. You'd assume it is an offlane Pudge. It could, of course, be run in the support role, but it just doesn't seem to fit that kind of bill anymore. But I do love seeing the big boy come out. Neon, definitely not expecting that one to be the pick.
5 seconds remaining.
Neon will go ahead and pick up the Skywrath Mage, another hero we haven't really seen today. Still does seem very, very strong in this new patch. He's going to be run by Playhard as a support Skywrath. Meanwhile, Bok will take the Pudge. Boomy has been playing jungle Veno the whole day, so I'm not 100% sure what he's planning to do with this Dazzle. I imagine it is still going to be a position 3 Pudge in the offlane though. Again, the support Pudge just doesn't really seem to work. Still with these drafts, should be an interesting game. I don't know how far ahead Skem's going to be able to get on this Naga Siren. If Mac has a good game on the left track, it could be absolutely hellish for Neon. Because we haven't seen Yopaj on the puck today yet. He's been playing TA all day. So it'll be interesting to see what he can get done on this puck. Should be getting to this game very, very soon. Again, both teams have not picked up a win today. But they are looking for their first victory of the day. Either side, that is. Because you've always got tomorrow anyway. It's not just necessarily over after day one, but you want to get some points on the board. Get into it.
I shall not report you.
Prepare for battle.
Looks like it will indeed be that pos 3 punch we talked about. Boomy is going to be there in the off lane on the Dazzle, but he will be playing a support Dazzle, it seems.
Weak and puny allies where I can. That's a bit of all right.
Skem will make his way down to the bot lane. At the very least for now, it does appear to be a trialing with Play Hard as well as RR there on the Undying. And it may be necessary as well, because with that Poison Touch as well as Bok with the Rot, it could be very, very hard to try and get any form of farm for Skem on this Naga Siren, especially early on. If they do run this trial lane, it may make it a little bit easier for him. You can always just punish the punch for even trying to get in close with that Rot.
30 seconds to battle.
Get started. Looks like they want to go after Boomy on the Dazzle, but he's already well and truly gone. So instead, they'll turn their attention onto Bok, and Bok is starting to fall low. He can't deny himself off either with the Rot, so he's just going to try and make a run for it, and he does salve up, but that gets cancelled as well. It looks like Play Hard will not find the kill, but they will force Bok out of that bot lane very early on. Still, Boomy will manage to pick up the bounty rune down at the bot lane. So it is going to be a 3-for-1 trade for the side of Adroit, regardless of the punch not being there. But Boomy has now been trapped up in the tree line. He's going to try and make a run for it, but he is basically just dead. And it will be first blood going to the way of Neon Esports. And Play Hard will be the one to pick it up on the Skywrath Mage. Now the question is, do they remain with this tri-lane at the bot lane, or do they just rotate Play Hard up to the top? Looks like they may decide to bring him back up top to help Rappy up. Back no, for now he's just going to stick around. Wants to ensure this Naga can farm up. Boomy going to pop a concussive shot. So at least allow Skem a free game. Well, Bok on the pudge. He's desperate for some XP. Hasn't got a point at all yet. Go after Skem for a bit, but RR is going to make the chase. Meanwhile, Play Hard going to chase Boomy down on the Dazzle once again. Just really abusing this concussive shot slow. Once again, it will fly up. Boomy going to drop lower and lower. He doesn't actually have any regen apart from that headdress, but that looks to be enough. Or maybe not. Boomy trying to man fight a bit. He will back off in the end. Over to those other lanes. Mac is going to be there up against Yopaj on the puck. So far, Yopaj having a great old time on the puck. 10 last hits, 6 denies in the comparison to the 4-1 of Mac on the Leshrac. Rappy has still been left alone up the top lane, though he doesn't really seem to be suffering too much at all. Actually farming quite well. Not quite as well as Natsumi though on the Wraith King, who has free farm in the safe lane. once again being chased down. They won't be able to kill him off, but they'll be able to just avoid him getting any form of levels. He's still only level 1. One creep away from level 2, but Skem is about level 3 now. And Boomy, he'll return back in as well. He's also sitting at that level 1 mark. Mac actually ends up finding Yopaj in the mid lane on the puck. So Yopaj going down early on, just to Mac alone on the Leshrac. Nice pickup from him on the Lesh. Again, you look back up at that top lane, Rappy is still doing very, very well. Natsumi basically doing the same. Now Mac falling low himself, and Yopaj does find the trade on the puck, so immediately punishing as he TPs back in. These two going head to head. Both at the, well, I was about to say both at the level 5 mark, but Yopaj is 1 level ahead for now. Meanwhile, Boomy does end up going down once again. This time RR will pick up the kill on the Undying. And poor Bok has still been left in the dark in terms of XP. He's level 2.5 now. That's all he's gotten. We are 4 minutes into the game. Look at Skem, who's in a tri lane, and he's at level 4. Yopaj, mid lane again, going after Mac. Mac falling very, very low, but he does bottle charge up. Running towards that rune spot, but there's no rune for him, and he will end up losing his life to Yopaj. Neon Esports really dominating this early game stage so far. Both the mid and bot lane going their way, and arguably the top lane is still pretty even. I mean, Rappy is only 4 last hits behind Natsumi. I would definitely not call this a loss for Rappy. Meanwhile, Bok found himself a courier. Can't quite keep up with it though. Looks like we'll have to leave it be. Five-minute bounty runes. Mostly go to the way of Neon. It was a 3-for-1 trade. With a 3k net worth lead 5 minutes in. It's pretty bad news for Adroit so far. You look at Opage, he's just going so much further ahead. One full level ahead of Mac now. And in terms of farm, I mean 27 last hits, 11 denies in comparison to the 15 and 2 of Mac. Now the Dream Core will come out. Yopaj just going straight in, and there's Play Hard as well. Straight onto the Leshrac. They should be able to find the kill once again. Boomy is attempting to punish, but won't get away with it. Yopaj will walk his way out. Just salves up. He can stay in the lane. In fact, he may make a jump onto Boomy now. There's a 6-minute battle rune coming up. He finds a haste rune. Does he try to make the play? Looks like he may. Mac is coming in, but they just don't seem to care at all. Blinding Light will not help him out either, as Yopaj finds a secondary kill now and is going after CML. Why the hell not? You've still got the haste rune going. He has orb in just a second. He dodges the stun, has the silence, doesn't even need it, finds another kill. And it's going to mean a 7-1 now for Neon Esports. 4k net worth lead. And Mac, I would not stick around if I were you, sir, as Yopaj is on a massacre right now, and he's going to find another, it looks like. In fact, Play Hard will be the one to pick this up if he gets it. Mac tries to turn around. That T1 tower is just ripping apart Play Hard, and they will find the kill. They couldn't quite get Mac this time around, but at the very least, they force his bottle usage as well as the shrine, it looks like. And Neon just choking out Adroit on this map so far. Rappy, I mean, he could just man fight Natsumi, no problem. Doesn't seem to mind whatsoever. Scam. Still free farming. 3.8k net worth for him. He's only just behind his own puck.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
CML going to be there to try and defend that T1 mid tower now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bok falling low to Scam. He's going to be careful about this. Scam with the Riptide doing so much damage and Bok's gone. Just sticking around way too late. Just giving Scam a very, very easy kill. He didn't even have the ensnare available. It's still not skilled up. And so now an 8-2.
Dire's bottom
Play
tower
hard,
is
looking to
under
set up again. Mac though will get the stun off this time around and does pulse Nova him down. I'm gonna realize there's an observer ward up on that high ground now. It is an observer into a sentry ward though, so it's gonna be de-warded quite quickly. It looks like Rappy has finally been forced out of that top lane, but I don't think he's gonna mind. He's got plenty of XP, he's got plenty of farm. Just gonna rotate back up to the top with the TP. Mid lane, Yopaj. Dream Call is available, but he's gonna be careful. Mac though, there's the double Dream Call. They take down Boomy, and now Mac could be in trouble. He misses the Split Earth, and with that, it looks like he is just gone. And Yopaj just running circles around them on this puck. 4K net worth remaining for the side of Neon. Looks like they may even go for more. Top lane Neon, they bring 2 more heroes up. Yopaj may want to wait out that Dream Call before he initiates, but you could always just depend on Rappy's Jewel to do the job. Although no, he'll just TP back down to the bot lane now. Scam doesn't have the song to set up. They'll just go for the outpost, they'll go for the bounty runes. And Neon Esports actually managed to get both outposts as well to make matters worse for Adroit. Fair bit of XP that goes the Radiant side's way. Yopaj now, Veil Discord up at the 10-minute mark. Let the chaos ensue. Mid lane. Well, there was a dazzle there.
Dire's middle tower
Boomy's gone once again. And just, if you see this puck in your lane, you need to get the hell out. There's absolutely no point sticking around. He's 6-1 right now and he's just looking for more. He won't orb in, but he's going to go after that T1 mid tower. Adroit though, they do TP some more heroes in to try and defend this a bit. CML will be there with the Illuminate. Try to force him out. Mac though, gotta be careful as Yopaj doesn't throw out the Dream Core yet. Holds on to it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Looks like they will get the deny off on that mid T1. The Neon, they will open up the map for them quite a bit. Will allow them to just freely roam the Dire side jungle now. At the very least, Natsumi does have the Midas up on the Wraith King. Does also have a broom handle for himself. Top lane, Bok gonna be chased down. Rappy looking for the duel attempt. He won't quite find it yet, but, well, in fact, he doesn't at all. This member is there. Now the shallow grave, but he can go for the duel now and get some guaranteed damage. And that's exactly what he does. Finds an easy kill, finds himself 10 bonus damage. Neon, they just don't look to stop anytime soon. Another T1 top tower. Looks like it will be going down very, very easily.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
RR. Get caught out. He does have help around the area. He goes for the TB play, and he is going to make it out as well. They had the Will-O-Wisp. They didn't want to drop it for just an Undying. And that's fair enough. It's just going to be demoralizing not being able to get that support pick off. And while that was happening, the bot T1's now being pushed in by the side of Neon. This is going to be the third T1 of the game being taken out. TP is going to be in from Bok, but can he really do anything? He'll try and get in there, but he gets silenced straight away. The song will come out from Skem, just allowing them to walk out of there safely. They don't even care about the punch kill. They just want to get out of there and survive another day. That's 4 heroes that rotated down bot to try and get some work done. They find absolutely nothing. Playhard, meanwhile, has Mystic Flare up. Sees Boomy. A nice kill to go for, but rather Mac would be even better. Bok going for a hook attempt on Yopaj, but does not connect. That T1 is definitely going down. Yopaj does move into the punch, but won't matter. He'll be out of there. They do move into the mid lane where Natsumi is just by himself right now. Rappy gets the jewel off. He does have Reincarnate, but that is still going to be a victory for the LC. And it won't even matter that he has a second life. It looks like he is just dead. Will-O-Wisp will be there, and now the Shallow Grave as well. They hold him long enough. He is still going to survive. This is Mac. Moves in with the Pulse Nova now. With that Invis Rune, they can't actually take this Leshrac out. And now the hook coming up from Bok. He found Playhard, but there's no follow-up to it. It looks like he will lose his life in the process. And so Adroit will lose one for nothing. It looked like a good team fight for them, but they do end up backing off a little early, and they just lose another hero. With that, the Manta's now up on Skem, so he can be even more devastating on this Naga Siren. CML getting snared up. The TPs are coming into the outpost, and CML, he just falls so darn quick. Yopaj doesn't have Dream Core, but probably doesn't need it. Yeah, CML is just dead. In fact, they may have found another. Boomy's going to go for a TP play and does get hooked as well, just in case. He will manage to get out. But a 14-3 now, and 10k net worth lead. Dota Plus already predicting a 94% win probability for the side of Neon Esports at 15.5 minutes in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Roy, what do you do here? Looks like they're going to try and make a play onto Rappy. Rappy doesn't have a TP available to use right now, but he's just going to run to the tree line, and it looks like he'll probably be safe. Mac couldn't quite find him. Bok has literally got no items right now. He's just got 2 braces in the buckler. They've shut down this punch so well. The only saving grace is Natsumi on the Wraith King. He has been getting fairly lucky with these items as well coming out from the neutral camps. Getting pretty close to that Sacred Relic to try and get that Radiance. That could be a turning point for Adroit. But RR scouts out the side of Adroit. Does commit the golem straight away, though he is copying a fair bit of damage. He does drop the tombstone. They try to heal him up, but he does go down. Now the Mystic Flare coming out from Playhard. Won't be enough. So Adroit do manage to finally pick up a kill for themselves. it up. Rappy just playing around with them. See the blink come out now on the puck as well, so Yopaj has that mobility. Does of course have the Van Brace going for himself. Amazing stats on this puck right now.
Dire are scanning.
Jewel will be there up at the top lane, and it looks like they do find the punch, but the Shallow Grave will be there in time from Boomy. Still though, Yopaj with the Dream Call on the back of the Dazzle. Now Scam walks in with the Naga Siren, and Boomy just completely melts. They'll find Rappy at the very least, but they're going to lose even more in the form of CML, and it looks like Mac's been caught out in the tree line. He has nowhere to go, and he does get taken down by Yopaj. It's a 4-for-1 trade, and they got the dual victory anyway before he died.
Dire's top
Oh, never mind, they actually didn't. The Shallow Grave did delay it long enough. But still, a 4-for-1 trade. More gold to the way of Neon Esports. 11k net worth lead now for this Radiant side.
attack.
And you look at Skem, he's got the Diffusal up. It's a big problem for the Wraith King.
Is under attack.
And there's just no end in sight. Like, at least they'll have the Radiance up soon on Natsumi. If I say that, he might just die right now. He gets silenced up. Play Hard will move in as well.
Is under attack.
Yopaj, no Dream Call available to slow them down, but they have the concussive shot. Hook will not connect either. Natsumi's so darn low. They'll ensnare the punch instead, and it looks like he should go down, but the Shallow Grave once again saving his life. Bok still trying to run away, but look at Yopaj, straight in the back lines, get 3 with the Dream Call. They're all trapped up. The duel is there on the Dazzle, and he's just gone. Now Mac being chased down as well by Yopaj. They get the ensnare from Skem. Leshrak goes down as well, and yeah, this is a 3-for-0 trade. In fact, it may be 4-for-0 as CMO almost goes down,
I shall not report you.
but not quite.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But at 21-5 now. And it looks like sooner rather than later, Neon may be knocking on the high ground of Adroit.
Tower is under attack.
Radiance is up on Natsumi. I don't believe that's anywhere near enough. Scam. Passive shot, Natsumi gonna cop it. Yopaj has Dream Call in 1 second, and well, he goes straight into the back lines. Will-O-Wisp will be there holding the rest of Neon back, but Yopaj is already on Boomy on that Dazzle, trying to get rid of that Shallow Grave usage. Split Earth will not connect. Bok, though, is there with the Smemon. They finally find the puck, but he's still alive throughout all this. Now the song, but the Diabolic Edict, it will not be enough. Yopaj gets out of there just in the nick of time. And now with that, do Neon back off? Absolutely not. They'll go after Boomy first. Now Natsumi will be the target. He's almost out of mana. It looks like he will have reincarnation. But may not matter as he gets ensnared up. RR is dropping fairly low on the Undying, and it looks like Adroit will manage to survive this onslaught as Yopaj is looking to back out now. And the rest of Neon are out as well. Still a 22-6, 15k net worth lead to the side of Neon. Play hard now. What's he up to? Spots out CML. Just throw out a concussive shot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Skem will just move in after that tier 2 mid tower. And that'll leave only one outer tower outstanding for Adroit, and that'll be the bot tier 2. It's basically already gone anyway. Only at 289 HP. Roshan will be the objective of Neon. Very easily taken by this Radiant side. Now an immediate smoke coming out. They want to try and capitalize off this Aegis ASAP. Straight down towards that bot lane. They seem to know where Adroit are. Oh, they're going to run straight into Bok, and Bok, he gets silenced immediately, and Skem just looking to burst him down, but there's the shallow grave. A nice Will-O-Wisp as well. Skem, he's falling quite low. They'll get rid of the Aegis, but now Playhard comes in with Yopaj. The Dream Call is pretty darn good. They want CML on that Coddle first, but they may have to settle for Natsumi instead. They'll get the reincarnation, but CML, he's gone as well. They've got the duel off onto the Wraith King. And it's a 4-for-0 trade once again for the side of Neon. The butterfly now being completed on Skem. And with that, they look to go up towards that high ground.
Dire's top tower.
Yopaj is already getting started on that bot T1, or excuse me, bot Tier 3. Skem straight into the mid lane, and he just melts that Tier 3 tower. Adroit not buying back quite yet, but they are respawning. Skem takes these Raxes so darn quick though. We'll just let the illusions do the rest. The first Rax of the game going to Neon at 24.5 minutes in.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack. Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Droid, I'm still looking for an answer from these guys, but it just seems like there isn't one. They're just so far behind.
Dire's bottom tower.
24k.
Dire's bottom tower has
Dota Plus is giving them a 1% chance still. Neon, they will not force the issue. They don't have the safety of the Aegis. Just force out the wave. There's bounty runes to be taken. I mean, soon enough, you're going to have Skem with a heart. Once that heart's up, those illusions are so much tankier. They will, however, continue pushing these waves in. Adroit, any
Dire's
smokes?
top shrine is
Doesn't
under
look like they
attack.
plan to do anything of the sort. They do have one sitting on the Keeper of the Light, but I can't imagine them leaving their base anytime soon. Neon, understanding this, will just go straight after the top shrine now.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
$28k. Net worth graph has just been constantly going up for Neon. Even the XP, just constantly their way. Back. They will not pursue the Leshrac. So they are just simply going to wait for Skim to have that hard up and perhaps wait for the next Roshan, but that's quite a while away. Still, the heart will be up in pretty much a minute, maybe less. In fact, never mind, there it is. Top lane, they have bound the Dream Call off onto the Dazzle, so it will be another kill going to the way of Neon Esports as they do just triple silence him up. They just Dagon him down. Bot lane, Skem looking for a target, he finds Mac, gets the defusal off, but there's the Yules coming out, but Mac is surrounded and gets jeweled up immediately, and now Bok, he'll be the next target. They all been straight away. Do they go for him? Not quite, rather they go for CML instead. The hook again being dodged by Yopaj. Bot Rax just slowly but surely going down, and Yopaj finds another kill on the Keeper of the Light, and they finally call the GG. 32k net worth lead as the game's ending. Natsumi may go down before the game ends, but no, he'll survive. Still though, at 29-6 by Neon Esports. And of course, this is the first game of this best of 2 series, but that is the first win of the day for Neon. Adroit unfortunately are still without a win, though perhaps they could push it back in game number 2. Only time will tell though. It is MLP Dota. I'll see you guys very, very soon for that second game.